That's awesome. All right, well, I'm gonna get started, guys. The name of this book is Wayne's Dog. Written by Tamika Y. Morris, and illustrated by Tori Harris. Special thanks to the team, Ayana N. Avant, Jasmine Jatim Puri, Medina N. Jones, Kevin J. Stones, and Ashley V. Bagley. And Wayne B. Morris. Wayne's Dog is dedicated to him. He was an outstanding role model to his family and to others. He will be missed by his entire family and everyone who had the honor of knowing. I'm going to show you the picture, and then I'm going to read it to you. "Wake up, Wayne," Mom yelled as she does every morning to make sure I'm up for school. "I'm up," I replied as I finished packing my bag to take to school. I got very little sleep because this is not just any old day. It is the biggest day of the school year. It is the annual pet show. Let's check out this next page. I really wanted to redeem myself from last year. I did not have a pet, so I took my brother Dan's goldfish. Everyone laughed. I was so embarrassed. I really wanted a dog to show off at the next pet show, but Mom told me I had to show her I could take care of a dog before she would even think about letting me have one. So I worked all year cutting grass, shoveling snow, and doing other odd jobs to save up enough money to get my pet during the summer break. My mom took me down to the pet store on the first day of summer break. He was working hard. Look at him shoveling that snow and cutting grass. Go ahead, Wayne. As I walked into the pet store, it was love at first sight. There was a fluffy, mostly white, multicolored cat. My mom was very surprised because I never looked at a dog. The guy from the store walked over and said, "Good choice. I call him Mr. Pedro." "But that means dog in Spanish. Why on earth would you call him that?" I asked. "He does things that cats do not do. He likes going outside and he enjoys playing with people. He's a special cat." So, without looking at any dogs, I left the store with Mr. Pedro and spent the summer finding out excuse me.
Yes.
I left the store with Mr. Pedro and spent the summer finding out just what my new pet could do. I ran downstairs full of excitement. "Well, today is finally here. Do you have anything you need, Wayne?" Mom asked. "Yes, Mom. Do you have everything you need, Wayne?" "Yes, Mom. This is going to be the best pet show Medina Middle School has ever seen," I exclaimed. "All right, let's go. We don't want to be late." He is excited. Mom opened the door to the school gym, and I got very nervous seeing all the students preparing for the show. Pets were everywhere. Every kind of pet you could imagine, from birds to snakes, and of course, lots and lots of dogs. "Your name, please," I heard a voice say as I looked around the gym for my friends. "Wayne is my name," I responded with excitement. "Well, Wayne, here's your number. You and your pet are at station 34, the ticket person directed. So here he is at Medina Middle School. He's ready for the pet show. And then he's getting his ticket.
Wow. I like it.
Me too. That's my son watching read. He's watching live. Wow. There were so many students with their pets this year. Mom, do you think Pedro is ready for this? I was getting a bit worried. "You have done a good job all summer training him. You and Pedro will be just fine. I know it, Mom said in a very comforting voice. I see my friends with their pets as I walk to my station. There's Madison with her schnauzer named Charleston. Her dog is best known for her pink bows and rhinestone collar. She won for cutest dog last year. So here we are. That is a cute dog. She's got a little ponytail at the top too. Wayne, what's in the carrier? I thought you were bringing your fish again this year, Madison said as she tried to peek underneath the cloth I had covering the carrier. No, not this year. It's a surprise. No one will see until the judging time. Well, you must have your pet dressed up like mine because I won the ribbon last year. Madison held her head up high in pride. No fancy stuff for my pet. He doesn't need all of that. I was humbled and excited. Oh, Wayne, Corey called as he walked over with his dog Batman. Have I told you about my dog's newest trick? Yes, you've been telling me for weeks now. I said as I was looking for my spot. Well, are you going to finally tell me what kind of dog you have in there? It's too small. It's too small of a box to be a Siberian Husky like mine, Corey said as he helped me put the carrier on the table. I'm not telling anyone. I smiled and continued patting Pearl's cage. Well, this must be good because you have not said anything about your dog and everyone has been asking. Corey turned his head to the side. What's the big secret? He really wanted to know. So far, I think everybody thinks that Wayne has a dog. As I was setting up my table, along came Carly with her dog, Indiana Jones. Indy is a small black poodle that follows her everywhere. What you doing? Carly asked as she gave her dog a treat for sitting on command. Getting ready for the judging. It's almost time, I told her as I covered the opening to the box. Well, I hope you have trained your pet well to obey your commands as I did, Carly said with a big smile. Indiana got it right away. She's really smart, Carly bragged. Well, good luck to you, Carly. We will see how smart she is very soon, I said with an even bigger smile. We all waited in excitement. The announcer stated, in just a few moments, the show will begin. I can see all the family and friends starting to arrive. So then I wondered where RJ is hiding. He is my best friend, and I know he would not miss this for the world. It is because of him I always wanted a dog. He has a Chihuahua named Jimmy, and RJ loves that little black and white dog. His grandmother gave him Jimmy 2 summers ago as a gift. Oh, there he is. RJ is coming in the door right now. RJ, you're running late. Why are you running late? I yelled to him as he got to his table. His table was across from mine. I had to make sure everything was perfect for Jimmy. RJ stated, where's your pet? RJ asked. He's still in the box. I am going to make it a surprise for everyone, I said with a big smile on my face. I think I know what you have this year, RJ said with confidence. You'll never guess, RJ, I said with even more confidence. I think you finally got a dog, RJ loudly stated. You see, there's RJ's grandma giving him his dog over here. Oh, wow. 5 minutes to showtime, announced the principal, Dr. Jones. I'm getting really nervous, so I leaned down and looked inside my box. Okay. Well, it is almost time for all eyes on you. You're going to be the best pet here, I said as I pulled out some of his favorite toys and things I can show the judges. As the show began, all the kids showed their pets off one by one. There's a boy with a colorful parrot that is talking to the judges. But all parrots talk. There was another kid with her pet turtle. She showed how slow her turtle moves. Well, nothing new there. Here they come. I am next. My heart was beating fast. As the judges made their way to the table, I started seeing everyone crowd around. Well, it's finally time to unveil your pet, Wayne, said Mrs. Link, the head judge and the PTA president. Well, what's your pet's name? Another judge asked as he was writing on his clipboard. It's time. And so, since we're right before we see Wayne's pet and what he can do, Tamika, what do you think about giving away another prize?
Sure. The prize, we're gonna give away a Wayne's dog soap this time.
Ooh,
Right.
you guys, those soaps are so cute.
They're beautiful. My friend Nicole did them, and I'll have all our information, and I'll link all our information. But I'll give one away. This is very difficult. I'm gonna do it again. I'm just gonna do a hard. I'm just gonna do just a point. Let's see. I'll give it to the glue I hold together. That's who it is.
Okay, so you're gonna say who it is, or is it a surprise?
It's the name on the screen is the glue I hold together.
Oh, got it. I caught up with
They
you.
just have to message me and tell me who they are. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So congratulations. Yay! The glue I hold together. All right. So that was our pictures. All right, guys. We're really, really close to seeing Wayne's pet. And I'm getting more and more excited. Mr. Pedro, it means dog in Spanish. That's his dog's name. I said with pride. Okay. What can your pet do, Wayne? The judge asked. Pedro can do tricks like play fetch. He can also follow commands like come and sit. He can also be a protector. I continued. Pedro will let you know when someone is outside, I added. Big deal. All dogs can do that, someone mumbled in the crowd. Well, let's see, the judge said, as if he was trying to talk over the person who was mumbling about Pedro. I looked around and the crowd was even bigger than before. Uh-oh. First, I picked up my box. Next, I placed it on the floor. Then I unlocked the door. I walked away about 10 feet and I knelt down. Pedro, Pedro, I called as I motioned to the box. Nothing happened. Then I heard little snickers in the background. I called him again, but a little louder this time. Pedro, Pedro. Out of the door walks on my fluffy, multicolored cat. Yes, a cat. I heard the loudest gasp of air from the crowd. Pedro sat down right in front of his box. Then I heard the greatest laughter come over the crowd. He named his cat Dog, someone screamed. Cats can't do anything, another person yelled. We waited all this time for this, person number 3 said loudly. That was just a few things I heard from the crowd. I looked at my mother and she smiled. Then she nodded her head as if to tell me to go ahead with the show. I hope Pedro surprises everybody and does great tricks. Let's find out. Can Pedro show us what he does? The judge asked. Sure, I'll show you right now. I stood up and I called Pedro. Come, Pedro, come. I saw the shocked faces as Pedro got up and walked right to me. Sit, Pedro. Lay, Pedro. Stay, Pedro, I said as I was pointing at Pedro so he would pay attention. The laughter turned to applause as Pero completed his commands. Good job, Pero. Here is a treat for you. Let's go for a walk, Pero. I started walking around from Pero. Then I turned to him and I said, let's go, Pero. Pero. He stood up and followed me as I walked around the table in a circle. Good job, Pero, I said with praise. Are you ready for the big finish, Pero? I asked my loyal pet. He's doing a really good job. Sit, Pero. Stay, Pero. I walked away from him and placed his favorite panda bear toy on the floor. I walked toward Pero and said, go get Panda, Pero. Go get him. Pero raced over to the bear and brought it right back to me. The crowd cheered for us. Yay! And last but not least, I turned to Pero and said, sing, Pero, sing. Meow, 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 meow. Pero began to sing. We are done, Pero, Wayne said to his cat, Pero. As I turned to bow to the crowd, Pero walked in front of me and laid his head down in front of me with his bottom still in the air, as if he was bowing too. Everyone stood and cheered and screamed, way to go, Pero! I was so proud of him. At the end of the show, when all of the ribbons were being given out, I thought all was lost until I heard, and to Wayne and Pedro, this ribbon goes to them for the best pet with unique skills. I walked across the stage with Pedro in my arms. We both got pinned with a pretty blue ribbon. All my friends met me at the bottom of the stairs to congratulate us. Everyone wanted to play with my pet Pedro. My mom gave us a hug and took us home. It has been a long day, huh? Said Mom. Yes, it has been. And I'm so glad I was able to show everyone there's more to having a cat than most people would know, I said while looking at Pedro. And that is the end. I love this book. So that is the end of Wayne's Dog.
Yay, I'm so excited. Thank you.
Yes, that's beautiful, beautiful. Yay.
I love it.
Love it.
So I wanted to know, Tamika, if it would be okay for some of these very cute kiddos that are tuning in to have like a Q&A, like a question and answer. Would that be okay?
Yes.
Okay, but before we do it, I'm going prize happy. I think we need to give away another prize.
Sure, let's give away another coloring book.
Yes.
Let's do that.
A coloring book.
Please, me.
Okay, let's give it to the cutest little boys in the picture. Let's give it to Aswan and his boys. Love that. There you go. I'll
They
send
are
them
cute.
too.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna put my screen on gallery view so I can see all these cute faces. So if you guys wanna be a part of the question and answer, turn on your video. And when I ask a question, if you wanna answer, just use the button to raise your hand. You have to go to reactions. At the bottom, there's a smiley face. And then if you press raise hand, a hand will pop up on the screen and I will be able to say, oh, you can answer the question, okay? All right, and be sure before you start talking to unmute so I can hear you. So my first question is, before Wayne got his pet, he had to borrow his brother's pet to take to school. Does anybody remember what his brother's pet was? Raise your hand if you remember. Okay, Ayana Avant, there is a handsome young man with you. Let me hear your answer. You have to remember to unmute so I can hear you.
Unmute the screen. Tap the screen.
There you go. What was the pet of his brother?
A goldfish.
Yes, a goldfish. Good answer. That was a good job, right?
Your mother told you that.
You can take it off for a second. And this is my, come here. This is my son, Chris.
Hi.
Chris is the one with the Great Dane Bruno. We both love Wayne's dog. Okay, my next question
There's a
is.
coloring book, but it has my
Yes, it does.
me on it.
It has your dog in it.
Let's
Yes.
look.
Okay, shh, you look and find it. Okay, so before Wayne could get his dog, he wanted a dog. His mom told him he had to work for it. So he did some work. Can somebody tell me one thing he did during the summer or during the winter or at all to work towards getting his dog? Raise your hand. Aswan, this handsome young man with you.
Look. I thought that he cut grass and shoveled snow.
Yeah, can you cut grass and shovel snow?
No.
No, I think you can.
Look.
You look like a very capable young
Look.
man. Okay, Chris is showing you Bruno. Okay. They see, buddy. That's awesome. Now, let me see. So then he got a dog. Well, he got a pet. And he went to the pet store and he got a cat, right? What is his cat's name? I'll give you guys a chance. There's a lot of people on my screen, so I'm looking at everybody. Okay, WBM for life. Your hands raised.
Perro.
Perro, very good, very good. And what does perro mean in Spanish?
Can I answer again?
Sure,
Dog.
good job.
Yay.
Yay. Okay, I think I'll ask just two more questions.
That voice in that picture don't match.
Something's going on.
I got a cold.
That explains it.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay, so at the pet show, he got his cat out and everybody was surprised, and Pedro did some tricks. What are two of the tricks or commands that Pedro did? Let me see you raise your hand, whoever wants to answer. Let me go back to my other screen. Okay, S1.
The cat could fetch,
Mhm.
and the cat could also, it could come.
Yeah, good job. Perfect. He was paying attention.
It also
Good.
sing.
Yeah, that was my favorite. When he sang, that was my favorite. My dog, Bruno, he really in real life sings, you guys. And he says his prayers with us every night. We say prayers with my son, and he says prayers with us every night. He oh every single night. It's very, very fun to watch. Pets are cool. Okay, my last question is, who here has a pet? Raise your hand if you have a pet. You don't have to say anything, but raise your hand if you have a pet, and you can feel free to unmute and say, me, I have a pet, I have a pet. Lots of pets. I have a pet, I have a pet, I have a pet. I have a pet dog. Oh my goodness. All right, now I need everybody to unmute if you can. And I just want to hear on a count of 3, I want you to say hooray or nay. If you love the book, I want you to say hooray. If you didn't love the book, I want you to say nay. 1, 2.
Come here, boo.
I'm letting people unmute. I'm going to count slower. 1, 2, 3.
Hooray!
Great
Love it.
Great
Woo! Y'all are awesome. I'm so glad
Excellent.
everybody
That's
did.
my baby.
I like the meows. Okay, Tamika, I'm going to give it to you if you want to say anything else or if I missed anything.